Welcome. This is the wisdom of the Avadhut Gita. Ramana Maharshi was widely regarded to exemplify its teachings. Listen, reflect, and deeply meditate. Know yourself. This is Richard Clarke. Today I'll read from and comment on Chapter 1, 45 and 46 about the non-dual nature of reality. And there are inquiries for each verse to deepen your experience. Verse 45, as a volume of water poured into water is inseparably united with water, so I perceive matter and spirit are one. Verse 46, why do you call Atman personal and impersonal, since you are neither bound nor free? My comments. Let's explore these verses from the Avadhut Gita in the context of Ramana Maharshi's teachings and Advaita Vedanta. Verse 45, as a volume of water poured into water is inseparably united with water, so I perceive matter and spirit are one. In verse 45, the Avadhut Gita points out the non-dual nature of reality. It uses the metaphor of water poured into water to illustrate the inseparable unity of matter and spirit. Just as the water poured into water becomes indistinguishable and merges completely, similarly, the distinction between matter, the material world, and spirit, consciousness, the ultimate reality, disappears. Advaita Vedanta says that there is only one underlying reality, and all apparent differences are illusory. There are no real differences. Non-difference is fundamental to non-duality. Inquire, can I identify any boundary or distinction between the material world and consciousness? What is it within me that perceives this oneness between matter and spirit? Verse 46, why do you call Atman personal and impersonal, since you are neither bound nor free? In verse 46, the Avadhut Gita questions the conventional labels of Atman, the self, as personal or impersonal. The true nature of the self transcends all attributes and dualities. It cannot be categorized as either personal or impersonal because it is beyond all definitions and limitations. It is beyond words. It is beyond mind. This verse further emphasizes that you, being the self, are beyond bondage and liberation, as these concepts also belong to the realm of duality. Inquire, can I find any quality or characteristic in the nature of the self that makes it personal or impersonal? Who is the I beyond all notions of bondage and liberation? In both these verses, the Avadhut Gita underscores the core principle of Advaita Vedanta, the oneness of all existence. The teachings of Ramana Maharshi also emphasize this. The individual soul, the jiva, and the ultimate reality, Brahman, are one and the same. To realize this truth, Ramana encourages you to engage in self-inquiry and question your sense of individuality. Gradually, by self-knowledge, transcending all dualities and limitations of the mind. Through sincere and persistent self-inquiry, you can directly experience the unity of matter and spirit, as well as the indivisible nature of the self, beyond all concepts and descriptions. So inquire, know yourself, and be always free and at peace. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this Ramana Maharshi video, subscribe, like, and send me a comment.